Dear Mayor Bradley and Sarnia City Council, with curiosity I reviewed the new official plan of Sarnia. Unfortunately, I realized that Sarnia yet again is ignoring the reality of rental housing. For better understanding, please allow me to define the following terms. Short-term rentals, less than 30 days rental duration. Typical example, vacation cottage, spare room rental over the weekend. Medium-term rental, between 30 days and 1 year rental duration. Typical example, transient worker rental, Lambton College housing per semester. Long-term rental, longer than 1 year duration. Typical example, traditional long-term tenant. As you know, short-term rentals are recently the regulatory focus of the city of Sarnia. However, and here I must challenge the city, why single out short-term rentals? And why so regulate them draconian? And why let medium and long-term rentals off easy? First of all, let's face it, any rental, independent of the length of stay of the renter, is a business and thus a commercial enterprise. Unless the landlord lets someone stay for an altruistic or legal reason below profit level, every rental is designed to pay for itself plus a profit for the landlord. Hence the use is for profit. If a unit is rented for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 1 decade, at the end it must cover the cost plus maintenance, repair, and a small return of investment, ROI, for the landlord owner. Stable neighborhoods can be achieved by having a healthy mix. Current zoning would disallow or severely limit commercial operations residential zoning. Of the rental uses, somehow rental less than 30 days are viewed as a commercial enterprise versus anything longer than 30 days is not. Why? As you know, the wealthiest municipalities on the planet allow a mixed use of land, commercial and residential use in a healthy mix. The example range from a store on the main floor to residential use on top floors. See downtown Sarnia. Or allowing the homeowner to run a business out of the parlor, or building neighborhood blocks where a cafe is located in the corner, Mitten Village. However, what I see in Sarnia is somewhat strict focus on single-family home subdivision that slowly will bankrupt the city. Why? The cost of replacing infrastructure, streets, water, and sewer lines of the subdivisions at the end of a useful life cycle will cost more than the development fees collected and the property tax generated. So it's negatively investment that my children and grandchildren must pay, plus the loss of agricultural land in greenfield developments. Certainly, zoning had its heydays during the Industrial Revolution, when city planners were hailed as heroes, separating toxic industries from residential areas. Please don't live right at the bottom of a smokestack that emits pollution. Please live a few miles away where there is fresh air. Makes sense. However, why we separate commercial, industrial, and residential in neat quarters, forcing every man and mouse to drive vehicle-centric Sarnia around to get stuff done? Can't we mix it a bit better? Especially create a complete neighborhood with commercial and residential use? Yes, please, keep the toxic smokestack out of my backyard. However, I don't mind a commercial use. An office on my street that is occupied during the day while my wife and I are at our offices. More eyes on the street, stable neighborhood. Let's circle back to the rentals. The changes I would like to see in the official plan. First, allow rental in all zoning, or get rid of the zoning altogether and promote complete neighborhoods. Second, permit and license all type of residential rentals. First, short-term rentals, highest standard, high fee, optionally, seal of excellence by the city of Sarnia for highest standard rentals. Regulatory approach, limit number of licenses. Strict, similar to a dairy quota system in Canada. This would be a modification to the current approach. Second, medium-term rentals, highest standard, reduced fee. Regulatory approach, limit number of licenses. Moderate, easily adjusted, however, avoidance of hotspotting in areas like College Park. This would be new for Sarnia. Third, long-term rentals, highest standard. Nominal fee, regulatory approach, encourage affordable and attainable housing options that are fair, no out-of-town speculators and slumlord housing, while still requiring a license to operate. What I mean with higher standard: adherence to safety requirements such as fire and electrical safety and the necessity of life, plumbing, heat, safe egress routes. This would be kind of a new approach for Sarnia. And of course, enforcement. Proactively check if a rental has a license. Do not wait until a neighbor complains. If not, educate the landowner to obtain a license, and if still not compliant, use enforcement tools to gain compliance. Dear councillors and mayor, these are my ideas regarding regulating the short-term, medium-term, and long-term rentals. Thank you.